Hello, Sugar Cubes. This is a familiar sight. I feel like I haven't been to Epcot in a little bit, but we've been coming here for quite some time and we're back again now. I'm just here by myself today, a solo trip. Oh, I see somebody with a Christmas dress on. I love the Christmas dress from Cherry Tree Lane. It makes my heart so warm. We are here today to check out some of the holiday offerings that Epcot has around the World Showcase. I am currently in the midst of my final exams, and I figured, you know, I have one more to go, so why not just have a little vacation, a little mental break, and come to Disney. In the Festive Center we have a holiday market, which is just pretty much Disney themed holiday merchandise. They're playing some old Disney holiday cartoons. And over here there's a photo opportunity. I don't see any photo pass people in here. Maybe there's times that they come later, but you might just have to take the photos yourself. Probably should have photo pass over there, but maybe this just isn't the time for photo pass. There's also holiday crafts options. Holiday crafts don't seem too popular, but then again, maybe I'm just here at a weird time of the day. So here are the options at the Cookie Nook for the Festive Center. We have stuff like warm apple fritters, snowflake sugar cookies, snickerdoodle cookies, pretty much all the cookies that they have at a Very Merry Christmas Party. Some sort of tort or chocolate cake with apricot jam. Sounds good. Gingerbread, you can get those at the American Pavilion though, I'm sure. Holiday tree sugar cookie, chocolate chunk cookie, and then a lot of different beverages, different coffees. Sparkling Christmas coffee blonde, that sounds fun. A lot of different alcoholic options. And then we also have some hot cocoa. At the Mexico Holiday Kitchen Las Posadas, we have stuff like tostita de tinga, which sounds really good. Tamal de chilorito and buñuelo navideño. There's also some cool beverages options. Looks like got some margaritas, horchata margarita, Dos Equis lager. So while I'm not personally in the mood for Mexican food right now, they did look like they had a lot of great options. And just off to the side, they had the a little cart that had cranberry Sprite. Maybe that's up your alley. I don't know. I don't really want to pay the money for that, but maybe you love cranberry Sprite. So the tiki bar outside the Mexico Pavilion is finally open. Looks like they're selling guacamole, empanadas, tacos, margaritas, you know, pretty much what we expected, what we were told. There seems to be a really long line outside of it though, so that looks promising. Maybe another day we'll try some. So Donald in Mexico is actually meeting inside right now due to the little Dia de los Muertos setup that we have over here. For the holidays, they have special traditional rice cream. Looks pretty good. So, not honestly a whole lot going on over in the Norway Pavilion. For the holidays, they have a traditional rice cream dessert and some decorations, but that's pretty much the gist of it. So, we're gonna go check out China right now. So the first stop is Shanghai. That's probably a little wink wink. And at the holiday kitchen here we have stuff like pork and vegetable egg rolls, Mongolian beef bao buns with fortune cookies, yum. Celebration barbecue, sounds good. They have mango wine. As far as decorations go, there's really not a whole lot to see over in China. Pretty much all they have is the Shanghai holiday kitchen. Pretty good offerings it looks like, and they come with fortune cookies. Other than that, it's just kind of sticking to the outside of the pavilion. While I am not one to forget about the African outpost, it seems like the majority of the rest of the holiday festivities has. Until I saw this little spot right over here. So at the holiday market, they just kind of have some glass blowing going on, pretty much just making ornaments. There's a couple more stalls up ahead, but there's nothing really too centric about African culture in any way, but that was to be expected. So we had hair products and stuff at the other one, and this is pretty much just generic Disney holiday stuff and other generic holiday stuff. Honestly, I feel like I could get those banners or whatever they were from like the dollar store. Not too impressed with that stuff. But up here we do have the Bavaria holiday kitchen, which that's fun, right next to Germany. So at the Bavarian holiday kitchen they have a German artisan cheese plate, red cabbage and spatzel, I definitely mispronounced that, cheese fondue, Stalin. This cheese fondue actually looks pretty good. The Stalin looks good too. They have hard apple cider, some wine, ooh, some hot spiced wine. That looks pretty good. So the German pavilion itself is pretty decorated. It's really pretty with all the ornaments and garland up. So over at the Tuscany holiday kitchen, which is fun to see, they have stuff like carbonara, they have salami with lentils, apple fritters, fruit cake, a traditional Italian Christmas fruit cake, and some different choices of wine, including Moscato. So this is probably a good place to stop and eat. I don't really know where I want to eat yet. China sounded like they had some pretty good offerings, but so did Germany, and I'm always down for Italian food. So we'll just have to make our way around the rest of the world so we can see all of our options. Something that I really appreciate about Italy is their subtlety in the way that it's decorated for the holidays. The colors that they chose for the ornaments are not glaringly Christmas or festive, but they kind of melt in with the colors and the aesthetic of the rest of the pavilion. So hats off, props to whoever was the lead designer and decorator for the Italy pavilion. And we have people already lining up for the candlelight processional for tonight. It is almost 3 o'clock. It is 2:59 right now, and we have people already lining up. Tonight's guest narrator is Warwick Davis. Kurt Russell was here the other night. I know his candlelight specifically was completely booked. It's just overcrowded. I know a lot of people are excited for Neil Patrick Harris coming up. I wish I could be here for that one, but I'll be back in my hometown by then for the holidays to spend with my own family. And then we have Dr. John Sinclair, who is going to be conducting the orchestra tonight. My own personal favorite time to visit the American Pavilion, and typically I'm not a fan of the American Pavilion just because I live in America and I feel like I'd rather look at the other cultures, but I do really like coming here during the holiday season because I love this aspect of the holiday season. Everything is just decorated, so lovely, and they have Santa and Mrs. Claus that meet. Personally, I'm always a huge fan of when Mrs. Claus meets with Santa, you know. I like seeing them both. So at the American holiday table we have stuff like slow roasted turkey, seared pork tenderloin, and a chocolate pecan tart. There's lots of different beverage options. They have both alcoholic and non-alcoholic eggnog, as well as some different kinds of hot cocoa, both alcoholic and non-alcoholic. and an apple shake, a chocolate apple shake. That sounds interesting. That chocolate apple shake is piquing my interest for sure. We might have to try that. You know what? I was in line and I ultimately decided against the chocolate apple shake. It's made with Twinings winter spice tea, and I have a lot of that in my possession, so maybe we'll try to make our own over the holidays. One thing that I did wish that I saw was some gingerbread cookies. I'm a big fan of gingerbread, and I remember when I would come here, when I was younger, we would come to the American Pavilion and they would have gingerbread cookies being baked. They were fresh and they would smell so good. But now we kind of have like some pecan tarts and stuff like that. So I guess you win some, you lose some. So if you're looking for decorations, I would probably say don't come to the Japan Pavilion. They have a few poinsettias here and there, but that pretty much is it. But we'll check out their holiday kitchen for sure. So it looks like their offerings are pretty limited. Hot soup, buckwheat soba noodles with spinach and hot soup, and you can either get shrimp tempura or chicken. Then they have a cinnamon smoky cake, just kind of like a cinnamon and coconut cake, and then they have either a strawberry sake cocktail or some iced strawberry milk. So all in all, compared to all the other pavilions, when you have all these other holiday kitchens and all these other options, unless if you really like Japanese food, I would recommend skipping this one. There were no pictures of the foods on there. I did not take the time to go check it out, what they look like. There's not a whole lot of options there. So you might find better options other places. So the Terabaki Holiday Kitchen is really pretty to look at. And they have quite a few options. They have some grilled lamb kefta and grapes. That sounds good. Have confit of chicken drum. Sounds good too. And triangle honey 3-watt. I am sorry if I am mispronouncing all these names. Some of them I'm not even trying to pronounce. But this all sounds really good, especially that last one. It's with almond paste, rose water, and toasted sesame seeds. That sounds really good. So they have beverages like the Andalusian poinsettia cocktail, which is with sparkling wine, orange liqueur, and cranberry juice. They also have walnut spice coffee. That sounds really good. They also have Casa beer and of course some water. So in the celebration of Hanukkah, we have the band, which is called Mostly Kosher. So France has decorated a whole bunch of oats when it comes to Christmas-like festivities. So this is, I'm guessing, where Le Père Noël, Father Christmas, shows up. Something that really makes my heart fill with joy is that Belle is meeting over here with her in her Christmas dress. I really just love Belle's Christmas dress more than anything, and I would totally meet her if the line didn't look like this. So there's no pictures up here, but at France's Holiday Kitchen we have stuff like some smoked salmon Napoleon, turkey breast stuffed with mushrooms and chestnuts with a sweet potato puree. I actually might come back for that one. That one sounds very good. And then we have a slice of chocolate Christmas Yule log. They also have stuff like spiced rum punch slush, some different wines, sparkling wines, and champagne, of course. So in the United Kingdom, we have Father Christmas, and he will be making an appearance here later today. So there's no holiday kitchen over here. I'm guessing they probably have some sort of festive offering inside somewhere, or I don't really know. I have never eaten at Le Salé Steakhouse, but my goodness, does it smell so good. Ugh. And they have some Christmas decorations and whatnot over there, but that smells so darn good. So Canada does have the Yukon Holiday Kitchen, and it is complete with my favorite pictures. They have a seared salmon with maple whiskey glaze. It looks very delicious. They have traditional French-Canadian tuterie, I can't pronounce things, with Canadian ketchup. What is that? I don't know if I've had that before. A maple mousse rolled in gingerbread chiffon cake with cranberry sauce and pecan crumble. Now that sounds really good. I also have different kinds of wines, like an ice wine. That sounds interesting. There's a lot of options. Maybe not some that are as appealing to me right now in this moment. I think I'm gonna head back this way and kind of retrace my steps to go find something to eat because I am hungry. So I finally decided on stopping in the Holiday Kitchen in France. I got the turkey breast. It's stuffed with mushrooms and it has a glaze on it, and it comes with the sweet potato puree. It smells really good and I'm really hungry, so I'm really looking forward to trying this. I took a big piece. So the turkey itself is good. It's a tad bit tough. It cut open really easily, which was nice, but I think the turkey itself is a tad bit tough. I like my turkey softer. The mushrooms in it are really good. The sweet potato puree is excellent. It's very sweet, especially with the glaze. I would definitely recommend this. If I had to rate it out of 5 stars, I'd probably give it a 3.5. So I ended up getting the celebration barbecue bowl kind of thing from Shanghai, which is China's holiday festive kitchen. Hopefully I will be eating this food all summer long, or at least for four weeks during the summer. Little wink wink. But we'll see what happens. It looks pretty good. It smells really good, and I'm still hungry. And it comes with broccoli and pork and sauce and a whole lot of white rice. The broccoli is just a tad bit undercooked, and it's a little cold, which I feel like it was probably warm at one point, and I would prefer it to be warm, but maybe I just kind of was at the end of the batch for the broccoli. Now, I was torn between getting the bao bun and the celebration bowl, barbecue, and I'm really glad I picked this. I don't know what the bao bun tastes like, but I mean, I've had other bao buns before, so I figured maybe just get something that you don't really have an idea of what it would taste like. But I really like this. I'm glad I made this decision. This is very good. The pork is like the kind of right amount of chewiness. The glaze is very sweet. It's cooked well. Again, I do wish it was a little warmer, but I probably just got here at the wrong time. It was probably just sort of close to the end of their batch. The rice is really good, with or without the glaze. With the glaze, it makes it sweeter. Without it, it's just, I mean, it's just rice, but it's not bad rice, it's good rice. Again, the whole thing I wish was a little warmer, but that's probably just my own poor timing. But I would highly, highly recommend the celebration barbecue from the Shanghai Holiday Kitchen over at the China Pavilion. Well, that was absolutely delicious. Again, with any luck, hopefully I'll be eating food like that all summer long. I gave myself the hiccups, so pardon my hiccups. But the dish actually came with a fortune cookie. So we're gonna open that up right now and see what my fortune is. So my fortune says, an angry man opens his mouth and closes his eyes. You don't need to tell me that twice, bud. So I caved. I did get the chocolate apple shake from the American Pavilion from the Holiday Kitchen. I didn't really see a whole lot of non-alcoholic beverages that kind of piqued my interest around the world. There were a lot of alcoholic beverages that sounded really amazing, but I am not 21 yet. Soon, very soon, less than a year away. But here we are with our chocolate apple milkshake, which I'm really excited about because two things in this world that I love are chocolate and apples. And a third thing that I love are milkshakes. I'll be honest, I had no idea what to expect for this milkshake. It's an interesting flavor because you don't necessarily think that chocolate and apples should go together in a milkshake. You don't really think that apples should go in a milkshake, but yet this works and it tastes very festive. Was it worth the $4.25? Maybe not. Maybe $3.25. I would probably price this at, but I probably wouldn't get this again. But it was definitely interesting to try. I will finish it. I will definitely finish the whole thing. And not just because I'm stubborn and I consume what I pay for, but it's good enough. I probably wouldn't pay another $4.25 for it again. You know, it's no frozen desert violet lemonade. Hopefully I didn't say those out of order, but you know what I'm talking about. That's probably gonna make it come back. Hopefully it does, because that was delicious. And I would pay many $4.25 fees for that, but probably wouldn't get this again.
Noel, he does not believe in Christmas, but for me, nothing can surpass the magic of the watch night. There's a fragile beauty of a child's face on Christmas morning.